Let's check out this monitor arm and laptop holder made by monTEK. I bought this with the intent of using it as an adjustable laptop stand, but I really like that I can also use this as a monitor arm later if I decide to. I'll drop a link to it in the description below if you want to check it out. Alright, let's unbox this thing and put it together. The instructions that it comes with are surprisingly good, with clear pictures and reasonable text. It comes with two mounting options. You can use this metal plate to attach it through a hole in your desk, or you can use a clamp, which we'll check out in a minute. I was a little concerned at first how plasticky the arm parts are, but after further inspection, it seems that they've used metal in all the critical areas, and plastic basically just surrounds everything. Here's half of the clamp that we'll put together shortly. The rest of the clamp parts and the VESA mount were hiding underneath the molded cardboard insert. The only thing I'm not impressed with is the joint on the VESA mount. It seems like it's entirely plastic. It does appear to be pretty tough though. I doubt it will fail, but I'd be happier if this was all metal for peace of mind. I can live with this though. The upper part of the clamp base is super solid and it has a plastic cover to make it look nice. This other included box contains the laptop mount. I particularly like this design because it has spring-loaded grips on the side that hold your laptop. It also comes with some Velcro straps for added security, but I don't plan on using those. Alright, let's put this thing together. First, you have to attach this L bracket to the underside of the clamp base. The screws sit flush with the underside of the base, and they feel properly sized for their application. The adjustable part of the clamp can be mounted in two positions based on the thickness of your desk. I'm mounting this on a pretty thin desk, so I'm going to use the top two holes to attach it. I like this clamp, it feels pretty beefy. I have no concerns about its holding strength. Attaching it to the desk is easy. The built-in thumb screw works well and feels nice. Then you can just slide on the plastic cover to tidy things up. The first arm section has metal in all the right places. The whole top half is solid metal, and the joints at either end are metal with plastic inserts. The bottom of this arm section has a small set screw for snugging things up. Then the upper arm slides into the lower arm and also has a set screw to attach it securely, but still allows it to pivot. It feels pretty good. It's reasonably solid and has a good range of motion. The VESA mount attaches to this headpiece with a thumb screw, so you can attach the mount to either a monitor or the laptop holder that I'm screwing it into here. Then the headpiece gets screwed into the upper arm assembly with a long screw. This entire joint from the headpiece to the C-style fitting on the upper arm are all made of heavy plastic. I think it's fine, but I'm just calling it out for those who might care that these aren't metal. Attaching the laptop holder is super easy. It just slides in and then you tighten down that little thumb screw. Doing this with a monitor would be equally as easy, I think. It's pretty clever that they designed this around the VESA mount, which is a standardized format. The range of motion on the arm is great. You can tighten the joints a bit with those set screws to get it to feel how you want. The laptop holder has a protective foam strip that you need to add after adjusting the bottom lip that your laptop presses against. I didn't adjust mine, but you might want to do this if you're using it with a thicker laptop. The foam strip gets placed on top of those adjustment screws. The side clamps are vertically adjustable, so you can avoid covering up the ports on your laptop or for finding the best position for holding your laptop securely. The ends of the clamps also have holes in them, which may allow you to surround the ports and still gain access through the holes in the clamps. Alright, let's try this out with my 13-inch MacBook Air. You definitely have to be careful with these spring-loaded clamps. If you put in a closed laptop, the clamps will also pinch on the sides of the screen. So to open the screen, it's probably a good idea to pull the clamps out slightly to remove any pressure on it. The clamps hold my MacBook securely. I'm sure you could get it to fly out if you were super rough with it, but just don't do that. Again, you could also use the Velcro straps that it comes with, but that just seems like a pain to me. The arm does have some wobble when you let go of the laptop after moving it, but I think that's to be expected. Additionally, the laptop is definitely going to shake a bit if you type on it directly versus using a separate keyboard. I'm not knocking this at all. It 100% meets my expectations for how I thought it would perform. If the arm struggles to hold up your laptop or monitor, there's an adjustment screw at the back that changes the tension. I messed with this a little to adjust the upward pressure on my laptop until I found the setting that I liked best. Under both the upper and lower arm sections, there are cavities for running cables. I unscrewed the bottom cover when running my USB-C cable. I think the cover on the upper arm also comes off, but I just slid the cable through it instead. This thing works great and it's super functional, and I like being able to neatly route my cables to my laptop. I'm a fan of the laptop holder, but it definitely requires some care when using it to avoid damaging your laptop. I think it's an acceptable trade-off since this holder seems more secure than others I was considering. I'm pumped to start using this in my little workshop studio. I think that pretty much covers everything. I hope you found this useful, and I'll catch you in the next one.